So that is that, all right? It's over. Now, are there any questions?
Do you like fish sticks?
Love them.
Gay!
You're a gay fish.
Nigga, you gay.
No, I'm not. Ah!
All right, this is the Three Ninjas Podcast. It's anime analysis by African Americans, comic book commentary by coloreds, movie reviews from me and you, your mama, your cousin too. As usual, I go by the name of Domino, aka Full Metal Smacker Bitch, aka Womb Raider.
Is it good for you?
I've had better.
Aka the Bulbasaur Ambassador, aka Scyther Use Throat Chop. It's a fucked up throat chop.
It's death.
AKA Clark Kente Cloth, Dreddy Kruger, Optimus Rhyme, Ghost in a Half Shell, Oscar the Gooch, Space Ghostface Killer, Inspector Deku, G.I. Jimbo.
G.I. Jimbo, he's gonna destroy everybody for you and you and you and you.
Akuma Matata, Mansa Mufasa, Tony's little friend, Frank Castlevania, Master Chief Keef, Barry Flanders, Ninja Scroll and Chill, and R2D2 Chains. And as always, I am joined by
Hess Jones, aka the Full Metal Alcoholic. I gotta have a beer. Aka Big Blade. Aka Ivan Uzi, Bernie Big Mac.
What the fuck was that?
Tenchi Nigro, the Afro Samurai, Black Storage, Helicopter Barge.
Splash.
Mace Wind Durag.
You know what I got underneath this durag?
What you got on the do-rag?
Another durag.
The North End Naruto. G Gundam Unit. Ash Killer Can Catcher. Debbie Cake Destroyer. Knack Lightning. Jason Mimosas. And Wilson Flash.
And also in the motherfucking dojo.
I go by the name of Bobby, a.k.a. Darth Hater, a.k.a. the Man of Skill, a.k.a. the Juggernaut!
Yeah, it's the Juggernaut, bitch!
A.k.a. Professor Sex, Mag Negro, Bizarro Rondo, Super Saiyan Brohan, Piccolo Escobar, Bruce Maine, Cloud Stripe, Melanin Manson, Samurai Black, Michael, get the strap son, Red Jacket, hee. Campaign Poppy, Bobby McFly.
What's wrong, McFly? Chicken?
Nicholas Gage, Bastard Troy.
I am the terror that flaps in your pipes. I am the hairball that clogs your drain. I am the original
Darkwing.
Oh man, my ninjas. How we doing this weekend? Back on Sundays.
You.
Fuck a Monday.
And for now.
I mean, yeah, I am never doing another Monday show again. I'm telling you, yo. Unless I'm off that day, I'm not doing shit. But, Hesh, how you doing, man?
Good, man. Chilling.
Everything's good?
Yeah.
How's your weekend been?
Pretty good. Been drinking since Thursday.
Why?
Yeah.
Life.
Yo, that okay. So the post that got, I guess, the most attention, right? The shit with the like 105 Jello shots, right?
Yeah. Well, they weren't Jello shots; they were just shots. But yeah.
Shots of what?
I don't even know. I didn't make them.
Wait.
I walked into the room and they was on the table.
So they was just red
Jell-O?
shots? That wasn't Jello?
No, I think it's like she just mixed them. She made a mix. Or like,
okay,
like vodka and there were and I don't even
vodka
know. Vodka
and what? Because that shit was brown.
No, that shit was, well, some of them were brown. Because some of them, I don't know.
Vodka and brandy.
I didn't make.
Yo, what is wrong?
So you just drank them?
Yeah. So no. So like, what happened is so my friends, they're cops, and
I like how you put that up there.
Yeah, they are. So they work overnights. So they
weed and coke on the table.
No, it was no drugs. But like, so they have different schedules. They don't like have like Saturday, Sunday off.
Yeah.
So Thursday or like the last time I know, there's like a Wednesday night. It's like whatever. So they have we play this card game. It's like it's a drinking game.
Okay.
So like you pick up a card. It'd be like some random shit. Like everybody wearing jeans has a drink, or everybody shorter than you has to drink, or only the women drink, or only the men drink. People who wearing socks have to drink. It's like it's basically just an excuse to drink. So it's just So when I walked in, they just had a fucking table full of shots, and it was like
that's a throw ass game.
No, you get fucked up, dog.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
because Hesh might have everything. It was like, especially with never mind. I'm not gonna do it because they cops.
Whatever.
If you shot a black person this week, you take a drink.
That's fucked up. Dog. That's not in the car. And all of the motherfuckers are minorities, so they're pretty sure they wasn't gonna shoot nobody.
Yo, Hesh only hang with Puerto Ricans, yo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like the only black person I know that Hesh hang with.
That's not true. Some of my other friends that we hang out together with are black.
I don't know them.
Oh well, it's not my fault. I do, but yes, my like closest friends are Hispanic in nature.
That nigga thought he was Puerto Rican at one point.
No, I ain't never thought I was Puerto Rican.
Hechito.
Sí, the nada.
Hechlito Juarez.
Yeah, it's be like, yeah, I'm Dominican.
What?
But since Thursday, it's
Yeah,
Sunday.
so that was Thursday. And then Friday, I went to the strip club with my boys. So he was like, yeah, you want to go? I was like, fuck it, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Got super drunk at the strip club. Should not have done that. But I did.
Told some bitch you love her.
No.
Okay.
No. I only got one lap dance. I fucking ain't trying to spend all the money like that. So fuck that. Strip club. I like.
Says the nigga that went to the strip club to spend unnecessary money on women he don't know.
To be fair, it was not my money.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I like strip clubs, but also it's like a love-hate thing. It's like, yay. Then it's also like, well, I ain't gonna fuck you, so I don't know why I'm here.
Well,
I mean, you can.
If you go to the right one.
Well, okay, yeah, I guess. You right.
What's the password?
Roboflavin.
Bacon.
I remember I had this one chick. Nah, because I went to go get a lap dance with her, right? And I'm just, yo, she's super fucking drunk, right? She's like, you know you want to fuck me. I'm just like,
I mean,
whip it out, dude. I don't know. I always.
Sick world we live in.
Yeah.
And then yesterday,
Sometimes you gotta whip out.
Yeah, I had to try it right quick. How serious are you?
I mean, sometimes you gotta see if they're serious, but you know.
Nah, she wasn't serious. I'm like, get the fuck off me.
it's a book, bitch. And then yesterday, so today, so I gotta try to get out of here as soon as possible because today's my goddaughter's birthday party. So yesterday,
happy birthday.
Well, her birthday was Friday, but anyway.
Okay.
So anyway, they're doing laser tag at the house, so they built like a whole thing in the backyard.
Y'all niggas got money.
It's like this is creative. So they built like a little stuff in the backyard. And so yesterday we was over there like testing the shit out for the kids, and then we was drinking. And then I drank, and then today's Sunday. Okay. I'm gonna drink again when I get there.
Oh man, your life. Okay.
It's not a good one, but it's one.
Baba Lob, how you doing, man?
All right.
Everything's good.
Yeah.
Wasn't as exciting as Hesh's weekend.
No. But I keep getting DMs about Hesh's bullshit.
You?
Why they DM yo? Just DM me.
Because it's scary to ask you. Like, yo, is Hesh okay?
No, right?
Like, I don't know. He's alive, I think.
This nigga was like,
that nigga text me back, so I'm like,
because first somebody asked me what did I whisper to Dom on episod 49. I was like, oh, that was that. That's what that was.
Oh, yeah,
then he was like, yeah, I'm listening to episode 50. Like, what's wrong with Hesh? I said, I don't know.
Dog, I do not know.
Wait, what happened episode 50?
You drinking, nigga?
Just you.
Oh,
you being you.
You want to put the bottle down?
Don't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you remember that? Yeah. I don't know, man.
I forgot about that. Look, man. Sometimes you gotta live.
No, you living too hard, though. You've been living like this for far too long.
What's the alternative?
I feel like when we get
what happened? You feel like what?
I feel like when we get more famous, you're gonna be the Dennis Rodman of the group.
Yo, I'm telling you, when
not
Hesh,
wearing no dresses.
When Hesh gets some female love or some shit,
he'll come with a parrot on his shoulder and shit. Like, what the fuck is this?
That nigga's gonna be drunk at every fucking live
function?
show. It's like,
well, that's
what the fuck
probably
you supposed to do?
I don't know, but you're not gonna catch me in no wedding dress, so no, I'm not gonna be Dennis Rodman.
That nigga, wow.
I
I don't got no hair, so I can't dye the shit. So. And I'm probably not gonna get no more piercings. So.
What? Okay.
No, I'm just saying, Dennis Rodman. I ain't gonna be wild like a nigga. Yeah, I'm gonna be drunk, but it's a celebration, bitches. Life's a celebration. You gotta celebrate life. You gotta enjoy the shit. You gotta embrace the joy and celebrate it.
Nigga, you be celebrating nothing. Fucking play me.
You celebrate you made it.
Yeah, like, oh shit, I'm alive today. I knew fucking off myself this afternoon. Oh shit, I'm here. Oh, there's drinks on the table? I woke up this morning. Oh shit. Time to celebrate. Shut the fuck up.
Good morning.
How was your weekend?
I ain't do shit but work.
No.
Wake up, Mr. Hesh, Mr. Hesh.
Mr. West, Mr. Hesh, Mr. Fresh. He too drunk to take his test.
He like D's motherfucking D's.
But the D stand for depressed. I love you, Hesh. Oh man, so SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio. Where the fuck
Yo,
you
none
get
of
your...
that is written down. None of that shit was written down.
Oh, where the fuck you get your podcast? We are there. 3ninjaspodcast@gmail.com. For any comments, questions, or concerns. If you want your question answered in the Ask a Ninja segment, you can reach us there. That's 3ninjaspodcast@gmail.com. Also, you can submit your question, look at merch, find links to our other social media websites at 3ninjaspodcast.com. That's 3 ninjaspodcast.com. Yeah, support us on Patreon if you can. Look at the merch if you can. Buy something. Support us in any way that you can. Even you just putting someone else onto the show is helpful. So appreciate all the support. Appreciate everyone for rocking with us, even through Hesh's bullshit. Appreciate you guys. All right. When I tell you I love you, I mean it. I'm just saying, nigga. I need something to bring your mood. Something.
I'm in a good mood right now.
Right now. I can't account for the other 6 days I don't see you. So, Heshlito Juarez. What question we got, man?
This question goes: how do you guys feel about Phase 4 of the MCU right now? That the OG Avengers are kind of stepping down, and I don't know who that came
That's from that dude Rico on Instagram. So how do we feel about the how do we feel? He says Phase 4.
Yeah, so basically all the shit they just announced.
How do we feel about Phase 4 with everything they announced and the OG Avengers stepping down? Eventually everything has to come to an end. You can't keep these motherfuckers forever. Nice. Marvel did their job, I want to say. They took some, I guess, lesser known characters or some C-list characters, and they made them household names damn near.
Right.
We knew about, like the Tony Starks and the Iron. I mean,
same person.
Same person, right? Yeah. Tony Starks and the Captain Americas and the Thors and shit like that. But they really brought them to the forefront, and now that they're at their peak precipice.
Yes.
Now there's nowhere else you can go. I don't think that Cap is gone for good as well. Tony, that nigga dead. Thor, you can still do some shit with his storyline. So Thor ain't going nowhere for a while. I don't think. But they laid the groundwork. It's this thing of
Scarlet Witch dead.
Scarlet Witch dead.
Not Scarlet Witch.
Black Widow.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't
think she's done, but it's like, you gotta lay the groundwork for shit. It's
plus they're doing all this fucking multiverse dimensional shit, so I think that's an excuse.
Yeah, nobody's really gone for good. Like no one in the comics has ever really gone for good. And I think that's the same for the MCU. So, Dr. J, crawl so MJ could walk.
Facts.
MJ walked so Kobe could fly.
You know what I mean?
Kobe flew so LeBron James could fast break behind the back dunk on your fucking head top.
And have a regrowing hairline.
Facts. I think, when you got money, you can do anything.
That's why that's why I need y'all to
no, dog, this shit gone.
No, I'm getting it back.
You ain't try to Rogaine when you was using it. You ain't used the fucking
Nah, I'm getting it back.
All right, my nigga. Yo, have to grow a hairline back. It's over for you bitches.
I got a hairline.
Can I tell you?
That's the fucking thing. I got a hairline. It's just the top part is
just back.
No, it's not even back.
You got the sunroof?
No, it's not even. It's like thin. It don't fill in all the way. So it's like it's gross. So it's not gonna be all there. So
you just yanked the
so I
whole
just
shit.
say fuck it because
so you still got hope.
Yeah, you still got
That's
hope.
what I'm saying. So I need y'all niggas to help a nigga out so a nigga can fucking get the
headline.
Yeah, get the walkers.
But yeah, man, it's Phase 4, I don't know about Phase 4 until I actually see something. So
Yeah, true.
I'm not the most optimistic when it comes to that. Because I don't know where the storyline is headed, especially at the end of Spider-Man, what they did that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know how that incorporates into the other heroes. I don't know how that incorporates into the Avengers, because now that they know Spider-Man's identity, who the fuck is everybody else? Now they gotta know Cap. Now they
know. But that's the thing. Most of the Avengers don't have secret identities. Like Steve Rogers, they knew Steve Rogers was because he was a like a war prop back in the day. So, they knew his and the first Iron Man, Iron Man's like that. Thor is a god, so he's Thor.
You're right, yeah.
Black Widow outed herself at the end of Winter Soldier, whichever one that was. I think it was Winter Soldier. So most of them niggas didn't have secret identities, and even like with Scarlet Witch, she doesn't really have a secret. Like in Vision, is a robot, so they don't really do secret identities that much. Spider-Man did because he's young,
more so DC.
Yeah,
thing.
it made sense for him. But I mean, Hawkeye, I don't even think he really has a secret identity like that either. So I mean, Ant-Man did, but even the government knows who he is now. So like so they don't even. So that's so them knowing that he's Spider-Man is less of an issue. Just less. It's the pertaining to that is that they know who he is, and then they framed him for Mysterio's murder type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the conflict comes in more than
him
having his identity out there.
Whatever.
I'm just thinking of you remember that Spider-Man from back in the day, the 90s cartoon where Punisher.
Mm-hmm. Oh, when he tried to hunt him down and shit.
Yeah, that could have happened.
I mean, they could still probably do some shit like that.
But they got weak.
But how y'all feel about Phase 4? And the OGs
from what they showed us
dropping down,
look kind of trash.
I won't say trash because Marvel has yet to like fully completely disappoint. I mean, this could be the first time for everything. Obviously, like it's the same thing with like Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't know who the fuck Guardians of the Galaxy was really until they made the movie, and the movie's good. Now I like those characters. Same thing. So I don't know much about Shang-Chi, but maybe that could be really good. I don't know shit about the Eternals, but maybe that could be good. So like until I see a trailer or something, I'm not super excited just because I don't know a lot about those characters myself. And then with the OG stepping down, it makes sense. It's like with Hugh Jackman and Wolverine, like you can only do this shit for so long. You'll only want to fucking work out super crazy, eat boiled chicken for like so long just to be fucking ripped for especially like Chris Hemsworth, because he definitely has to like stay super in shape.
Yeah.
And Chris Evans, like Robert Downey Jr., he was in shape, but he didn't have to.
Niggas about to get fat now.
Yeah, but he wore the suit, so he
that's
had
what
to,
I be doing. Hell yeah,
get super in shape. But like them niggas have to get really in shape because that's what they gotta do. So obviously you don't want to have to do that all the time. It's like to stay that in shape, because it's like there's a difference between I worked out
when it's
and
like
then,
peak
like I'm in this
shape,
fucking
cut ripped everywhere,
dehydrating yourself so your fucking muscles is fucking popping out and all shit. Like, so they don't want to have to do all that shit forever, and they get older and fucking. Obviously, Thor might not supposed to age like regular, but fucking Chris Hemsworth ages like a regular person. So when he's fucking 78, he can't fucking be Thor. So eventually, I mean, he could be like an old Thor. Yeah, they could do some old Thor shit.
Will Smith is Will Smith playing Will Smith.
You know what? You're right. I forgot about technology.
CGI some muscles on their ass.
You're right. So yeah, and
bring back Stan Lee if we want, nigga.
Right? Oh, yeah.
So eventually they're gonna want to step down, and I think Chris Hemsworth is probably gonna stick around the longest because.
Yeah,
but he cannot get another movie.
But Bobby, do you think it's trash because we don't have like a solid lead? Where it's like, okay, we had Captain America, we had Iron Man, we had a big three, we had Thor. Now it's just like
it's just random.
It's up for grabs now.
Yeah, it's definitely random people. The Eternals, I feel like is gonna be good, but like the lineup they set up, if I'm being honest, it kind of doesn't make any sense to me.
Name recognition.
Yeah, with the Shang-Chi thing and the Blade thing, like if they're in Avengers, it kind of don't make sense. If they made their own like MCU Defenders, then I'd fuck with it. The whole Blade and Shang-Chi thing.
Which they might be.
Yeah.
Something I don't like about the Eternals too is that they changed the sex of a lot of characters too.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
They did, but
Salma Hayek's playing one that was originally a man. There was like, I think one or two other ones that were originally men, but now they're women. I'm like, yo, this inclusion
I feel like they gotta stop doing it.
I'm telling you, it was getting too much. It's getting too obvious. We see the play from a mile away, so it's like,
that's a bar.
So how much?
From a mile away.
How much more?
Duppy.
So how much more of this shit are we gonna see? How much more of this like inclusion shit do we have to do for everyone to feel comfortable? I feel like everyone's getting equal rights in movies and getting paid the same and this, that, and the third. Like I'm just tired. I just want to see a good fucking movie. Yeah. I don't really care who's in it, but I'm just tired of like the obvious, play on shit.
Well, I don't know. The thing with the Eternals is like, again, I didn't know shit about Eternals.
I mean,
the average person ain't gonna know shit about Eternals. So you making the dude a chick ain't really hurt nothing because I don't know shit about.
But if you're in the comics, I'm pretty sure you read like the online forums and shit, and you see like, oh, they doing this, they gender bending this person, they changing the sex of this person supposed to be this, but now he this or now she this. I'm like, all right, man.
Now that you think about it, I think that's one of the reasons why they're putting these big names in Eternals, because people don't really... Eternals is a big fucking deal. I was talking to you about this.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this shit is a really big deal. Niggas ain't got no hype around it like that.
This explains why everyone has fucking superpowers.
Yeah, it explains mutants. Nobody gives a shit. It's like...
Because they don't know yet. They don't know that they need to know. They'll figure it out when they see the movie.
Yeah.
But I'll never complain at a chance to see Salma Hayek on a movie screen. So,
Salma Hayek, top 5 ever.
Yeah, like 50, still bad.
That's sexiest Mexican I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, wasn't she in Jay and Silent Bob?
Yeah. No, she was in Dogma.
She was in Jay and Silent Bob too.
Was she?
Yeah, with the Dogma monster, the shit monster.
The shit monster, yeah. She was in Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, she was.
I don't remember that.
She was
I know she was in Dogma.
The scene where the shit monster came.
That's Dogma, ain't it? With Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Dogma.
Oh, what Dogma?
Yeah,
why did I
Dogma.
think that was Jay and Silent Bob?
Because Ben Affleck was in it.
Yeah, Ben
and,
Affleck.
Oh, got you.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, because them niggas running together.
Goodwill
Yeah,
Hunting. What's this
yeah.
nigga name? Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Call him Goodwill.
My brain froze on Matt Damon. I can just remember the movie.
But yeah, with Phase 4, I guess we'll see. It's nothing solid with us. I guess it's just something that we just gonna have to fill out and wait till it comes out and see what the fuck they give us.
Because I don't really know a lot of the characters, like a lot of the movie. Obviously, I'm excited to see Blade and shit, but
Yeah,
besides
but
that,
obviously they have a good track record. So I mean, they haven't let us down when it comes to, I guess, starting at one point and then ending on a good note. So I mean, and then it's kind of hard when you're like used to shit and like people hate change a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like I've been used to these characters for since I was young.
Yeah, like
Or
10 years.
like, yeah, like if you like fucking. If you was 6 when Iron Man 1 came out, and now you 16, 17, 18 when the shit come out, it's like, yo, I grew up with these niggas. Now the shit over.
Man.
Now these niggas is going. Now I got to get used to a whole new set of characters that I don't know that you probably should do research on. I mean, a lot of people don't do that. That kind of peeves me when people don't do their research on shit. Where it's like, all right, so you're in this, I guess, field, and you don't do your research. You don't in the backlog. You don't like. If you're a rapper, you don't listen to older music to see, what the styles was, what it were like, the shift was and shit like that. Like, yo, you got to know your history and shit. But, that's just me.
Yeah.
But whatever. Are we doing the other question?
Nah, fuck that.
No?
I mean, we can.
Wait, what
We can
was
talk
it
about it's just fucking that tweet shit, but I don't.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
that tweet.
Oh,
I
that.
don't know. It's up to y'all. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it.
You want to talk about it, Bobby?
All right.
All right. What's the question?
I mean, the question was like, hey, fellas, how's your day been going? Whether it's been good or bad, I don't mean to make it worse, but I'm really interested in hearing your thoughts and opinions about this video. And then he gives you the link to the video, and then you watch the video. And the video is just
So
ordering.
Yeah, I'll put in the link.
Yeah,
or the audio somewhere.
It's just a guy talking about. I guess there's somebody, a former Blizzard employee who now works at Marvel, or used to work at Marvel and now works at Blizzard, whatever it is, made a tweet calling Stan Lee racist, and like if they ever got a job at Marvel, they could try to tear down Stan Lee's legacy. And
current Blizzard and now upcoming Marvel employee says about Stan Lee. Now, a tweet has surfaced. I have done my best to verify that this tweet exists. I am about 75% sure that it was real, maybe 80%, but without an archive, you can never really be 100% sure. But I'm going to build a case for you, one that I hope that you'll like this video, you'll leave comments, and that you'll share. I'm going to put this video in the gaming section of YouTube, and maybe it will trend if we share it enough, because I wonder what Marvel would say about this. I don't think Blizzard cares anymore, but Marvel in particular. All right. F Stan Lee. So what if he's dead? He's still just an R thief and an appropriator of culture, just like that jerk Cebulski. If I ever work at Marvel, I'll tear down as much as possible of Stan Lee's so-called legacy, as possible.
I mean, if they can't verify that it was a real tweet, because it says on the YouTube,
yeah,
link
he
that
pinned a comment.
It's pinned a comment like this is a fake tweet. It's probably a fake tweet. But if it is a fake tweet, then we don't need to give it no light. I mean, if it's not a fake tweet and somebody just took it down and erased that shit from the ethos,
I mean, Stan Lee probably was racist. I don't know what the fuck to tell y'all. He's old as shit. He was born in like I don't know what year, but it's at least 1913, right?
Something crazy.
Something far. He was alive before fucking segregation was a thing. Like, so if you was to sit here and tell me that Stan Lee had some maybe not great racial things to do and say, I'd be like, probably.
It should be hard to be racist if you're Jewish.
Yeah,
it should be hard as fuck.
You would think so.
You would think that.
It should be hard as fuck.
That.
But if it is a real tweet, if this woman is going to try to tear down Stan Lee's legacy, that's going to be pretty hard.
True.
Because younger kids don't give a fuck about that. Teenagers don't give a fuck about that.
Nope.
If we were to happen to actually see some footage of Stan Lee saying some racist shit or something that he wrote down that was racist, that would change the game. But, it's people from back in the day that, because it was this whole thing a couple months ago about the lady that sings, what the fuck is it? Some song that they play at Yankee Stadium. It's like she sang a song like back in the day, like about No, God, it was something about black people and cotton or like watermelon or something like that. Like darkies go to heaven or some shit. I don't know. It was something wild.
Like all dogs go to heaven, all darkies go to heaven.
Yeah, it was like all darkies go to somewhere, and it was like, all right, it was a song that she sang. It was like, oh, she's racist, so they took down her statue and they stopped playing that song at Yankee Stadium. I don't know, but if you give me evidence that Stan Lee was racist or he did some racist shit or like cut something out because of his, I guess, racial feelings, then I'll take it into consideration. Man, I'm not gonna stop looking at Marvel shit.
Man,
but
look. By that logic, get Walt Disney the fuck up out of here.
Walt Disney was anti-Semitic. He was racist. He was sexist. I mean,
like, get this nigga out of here.
But you know, Disney is like you can't. It's impossible to tear down that Disney name at this point because they have so much money and so much power, and they have their hands in so much stuff.
You know how much of an oxymoron that is?
It is.
Like, Disney owns Marvel, but Marvel, Stan Lee was a part of it. Stan Lee's a Jewish, and then Walt Disney's
I mean, dog, yo, they don't give a fuck about color. Only color they care about is green, my nigga.
And they got George Lucas shit.
To be fair, Walt Disney was mad dead by the time they acquired it.
It's just ironic.
Yeah, I know. Even still, if you're gonna align yourself with somebody, you should at least know what the fuck they stood for.
I mean, I'm sure he knew he was anti-Semitic.
Only color that matters is green. Yeah. It don't really fucking matter. Like, oh, he said some shit back in the day, and then you got to put like time into it, I guess, when you want to talk about shit like that. Like, oh, back in the day, you know, I guess it was commonplace for white people to feel that way. Like, still don't make it right, my nigga, but cool. I don't know. I don't even know if that's a real tweet.
Yeah, me neither.
Given the energy, I don't even.
I'm not canceling Stan Lee, so I have a reason to.
Exactly. Look, when you niggas give me some evidence, then I'll cancel Stan Lee. If he made Black Panther and it said, oh, we got to throw something in there for the niggers. If you got that on tape, then I'm still watching every movie. I'm still reading every comic. I'm still y'all got to read Power of X. Nigga, what I meant to do? Them shits. Nigga, they made if they keep going with this shit, they erased everything that you know of the X-Men so far.
Facts.
Nigga.
All
right, so let's go to the topics. Let's see. Reviews. So movie reviews, we got Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Wee wee.
Pull over.
Now, this nigga didn't see it.
I did not.
Nope.
I saw it.
Oh, so you seen it?
Wait,
I'm proud of you.
Today?
Yeah, bootleg.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you out here thriving and shit.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to find this shit. Typed in a couple shit, went on the dark web. I was like, oh shit, titties. No, I don't want to see that. No. Hobbs and Shaw. Nigga, I don't need no new liver. Get out of here. Hobbs and Shaw. I was like, okay, cool. The movie was pretty good. It wasn't as bad as they was saying it was.
Yes. But I do have a problem with it being too goofy. A little too goofy.
I mean,
nigga, they had Kevin Hart in it. Come on.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart was in it?
Yes.
Oh, nigga, when I tell you I almost closed his laptop. When I tell you, because I had read some headline where it was said Hobbs and Shaw review, and it said it had two big celeb cameos, and I didn't read the article, but then I was watching the movie, and then when Kevin Hart pops up, I'm like,
hey guys, come on.
Was he Kevin Hart playing Kevin Hart? Or
he was playing like pretty much, but he was like an air marshal.
Yeah,
and shit. It was this scene where they was on a plane and Hobbs and Shaw was arguing, and then Kevin Hart turns around and Steve start talking shit, and then he tries to incorporate himself into like the gang. He was like, yo, y'all need a third. He was like, yo, here's my card, here's my resume. If y'all need a third, yo, let me know. Call me.
Dinkley or some shit.
Yeah, like some dumb shit.
Hobbs, Shaw, and the midget man.
Oh my god, you can't say midget.
Hobbs, Shaw, and the little person man.
There you go.
What about Kevin? Jesus Christ.
I mean, it was funny. It was just like, come on, man. I understand you and The Rock, you know, y'all cool, but fuck, goddamn.
I mean, you don't think the theatrics made it kind of funny too, where you had to have some humor in it? I mean, it wasn't
but not
all
that. That was just like
all goofy.
It was already funny when they was talking back and forth. Then Kevin Hart just like, hey guys. Oh my god, are you fucking
dog? When I tell you, I rolled my eyes to the back of my fucking head so hard. I was like, nigga, I'm sick of this. I know you cool with The Rock, but I'm sick of this nigga.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I gotta make it a little different from the Fast movies, like, you know what I mean? So make it more funnier than those would be. Because there's some comedy in that.
They don't go ahead and incorporate this shit in the Transformers or some shit. Nigga.
Hobbs, Shaw, little man.
Dog,
man.
I am with it. You gotta get that. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Just a little bit.
Yo, because he wanted to say midget again. That's the shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Nah, but when Idris was on the fucking motorcycle, that shit kept vroom, vroom.
Oh, yeah,
I was like, yo, this should be dope as a Transformer. Like, I could see Rock in Transformers, and then this kind of solidified some shit for me. Like,
there was a motorcycle Transformer. He didn't even do that.
He didn't even do all that shit.
He didn't even transform.
But like
Right.
this weekend, like solidified some shit with me. Like, yo, I love The Rock.
Yeah.
Like as a human,
Yeah.
I don't know what he's like behind the scenes when that camera's not in his
This nigga's
face.
a
but
nice guy.
he's a fuck.
very
Yo,
nice
he's just
guy.
a great guy. Yo. Like I love like him and Drake. I realized I love Drake this weekend. Like I used to be like on the fence with Drake, and then I was like, oh, I fuck with Drake. I love Drake. I really love Drake now. Like
Drake kind of petty though.
Dog, I was listening to that Care Package mixtape album shit.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this nigga really makes some good songs.
Yeah, and those are just the Lucy's.
And he keeps making them. And I was like,
Yeah.
I love this nigga. Dwayne and Drake.
Dwayne and Drake.
Fucking with him.
Drake.
But yeah, movie was cool. Movie centered around, you know, a woman, obviously, as always. Every fucking movie centers around a woman. She steals this virus and she puts it into herself. She like sticks herself with a needle and like she's
Don't
carrying the
say
virus.
it. Don't say it. I already see you looking.
It's this viral thing that can kill the entire world.
Don't
It
say
might
it.
be AIDS.
No.
Might not be. We don't know what it is. But
Yeah, super AIDS.
see,
She got the
The magic.
no, the magic.
You believe in magic.
Oh my god! But turns out the woman is Shaw's sister. What? It's really hard to do a show with you guys.
It's magic. I wish I do that song.
It's really hard to try to imagine that we're getting somewhere when you niggas just keep.
Yo, it's to the point where I know we're going about to say some crazy shit. I was like, all right, I see.
'Cause
I see Hash move. Every time Hash move like this is coming.
Like he feels the dumb shit in his chest. He tries to stop it, but then it overpowers it. Fuck, just hold it in. God damn. But yeah, good movie, good stunts. It's kind of on the. I mean, it's a movie, but it's still like on the unbelievable side with like a lot of shit with cars flying out of nowhere and like now they got tow trucks with fucking NOS in them. Fucking The Rock is swinging down on a steel wire with bare hands and shit. His hands don't get chewed up.
Okay.
Nigga jumping out a window from man to man.
Right.
And then it's just a lot of not goofy shit, but it's just like that's not.
It's unbelievable,
really
but
real.
super over the top. But
yeah, it's like
but, I mean, the Fast and
fuck.
Furious movies have got like that too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of wild shit in that there, and that they do too.
They might as well incorporate this shit in like some superhero shit because
I was thinking that too.
Damn near, because fucking
and then when I was talking about with the Transformers shit, they made Hobbs damn near a fucking Autobot or fucking Decepticon. It was like, yo, why is this nigga so strong? I thought they injected him with some type of serum or something. Like, nah, they putting fucking robotics in his spine.
Oh, you meant
and shit.
Brixton.
Brixton, yeah. I mean, Idris,
he's
Brixton,
Black
whatever the fuck you
Superman.
wanna call him.
Yeah.
Black
But
Superman.
yeah, like if you watch the movie long enough, cause when I tell you I almost closed this laptop, like you can see like they're doing experiments on him because he was supposed to be dead because I guess
Yeah,
him
he
and
got shot
Shaw
in the head.
used to be on the team and Shaw shot him,
Of course.
but I guess he didn't die and I guess they brought him back to life with like some old superpower shit. So they putting all this shit in his back. And now he's like a robo nigga. So now he fucking shit up, but like and he's fighting The Rock and Shaw, and when he punch him, they don't die, but he can lift cars and shit.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I was like, all right, man, but I get it as it was an enjoyable movie. It wasn't. It didn't take itself too serious to where it's like, oh, I'm trying to win a fucking Academy Award or Oscar, but it's like it gave you enough action to be like, oh, this is an enjoyable movie. I just want to see some shit on like a random Friday date night, Saturday shit.
It was like some Starsky and Hutch shit.
Yeah, it was something like that where it was like, yo, we just, and then it was a point in the movie where like you got through a good portion of the movie where you didn't see like any car action. It was like, all right, are they separating themselves from Fast and Furious completely? But then, you know, they started incorporating cars, they started driving cars and shit. And then, you know, they started involving helicopters and cars and all this different shit. And it's like, oh, there goes the element of Fast and Furious in it still. I know Tyrese is somewhere pissed.
Crying.
Because, yo, Tyrese could have been Kevin Hart on the plane.
Yeah,
Right?
He could have been, but it was like, nah, we don't need you in this mission, bro. Turn around in your seat.
Go back on that bus singing.
But
Damn, nigga. They had Ryan Reynolds in it. He did his Deadpool thing.
Yo, I can't get that nigga voice out. He's
Right.
always Deadpool. Like no matter what movies he plays, he's always a smart ass.
Yeah.
He's always like just condescending and an asshole. And then he just plays the part so well. It's like when I hear him, I just like, this ain't a Deadpool movie.
Any good like Easter eggs or something like that? Did Han come back to life?
That's one thing that's pissing me off. It's like, yo, this nigga killed Han, man.
Yeah, like
I still ain't
like why they
for
cool?
that.
Yeah, why they cool this nigga for killing Han? Like,
yeah,
damn.
but apparently
Han wasn't a part of the fucking cop force. He don't care about Han.
Nah, but I'm just saying he murked that nigga.
He murked him, but
these niggas is cool with that
yeah,
nigga.
it's like, yo, kill Han.
Kill Han, dog.
I mean, they worked in the last Fast and Furious. They worked with him because they had to. It's not because they was cool with him. But Hobbs and Shaw was like they have an obvious chemistry. It's like, all right, so I don't have any ties to like the underworld of like like the original Fast crew. Like I don't have any real ties to them. Like I'm a cop, so it's like you killed somebody that was doing some illegal shit. Like it's fucked up that you kill somebody.
Go and get some popcorn. I don't know what he's doing. He died.
I don't know. Killed the fuck out of him for no reason. They said, I'm coming for you. I'm like, nigga, suck my dick.
Yeah. But one of the Easter eggs is whoever Brixton was talking to, apparently they know Luke Hobbs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who it is though. It's just, it's on some Dr. Claw shit.
Yeah, it was like,
what the fuck is this?
Charlie. Fuck from Charlie's Angels and shit.
Yeah.
Just had a reverb on his voice.
Yeah, I just hope that it's not anybody who wasn't in the series. Then I'll be like, okay,
it's gonna be
because they're making their own world, so it's gonna be a whole new nigga.
Yeah, they have to introduce a whole new nigga where it's like, yo, he's the mastermind behind the shit, and they basically making super soldiers.
It's gonna end up being his dad or some shit.
That'd be dope. It's gonna be The Rock's dad, played by Kevin Hart. Or no, I take that back. Played by Michael B. Jordan.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was like Brixton's son in like the next one or some shit. Like you niggas killed my dad.
With a British accent, he gotta do a British accent though. Like, oi!
But all in all, it's a cool movie. Yeah, it's a it's not a bad movie. All the not negative, but not so favorable comments it's been getting aren't really that bad. I give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, same thing.
It wasn't that bad. It was a cool movie. Yo, The Rock don't make horrible movies.
Yeah, you don't.
He don't at all.
Told you, even Skyscraper was good. I was surprised.
Yeah, like yo, The Rock, he's a great guy. You just can't help but love The Rock and see him and just be like, yo, just a cool guy. Like to have a drink with him. And then like they started putting like I guess the Easter egg in this was like they put like his cheat day shit that he be doing on Instagram in there. It was like, yo, he got a stack of pancakes. It was like, he with his daughter, she get like 2. This nigga got like 12.
Yeah.
And shit. But shout out to The Rock, yo.
They had they had Roman Reigns and shit in there.
They had Roman Reigns in there. They was doing wrestling moves and shit in the movie. like he threw him a nigga, he slammed a nigga. I was like, all right, cool, man, I get it.
I thought he would have more lines, but he ain't had no lines. He just
he just big and long hair.
Yo, this nigga's a lot bigger than I thought he was.
Who, The Rock?
No, Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah, Roman Reigns big as fuck, man.
Yeah, this motherfucker. I don't know. Maybe watching that shit on like the WWE, watching him up there, watching him in movies. This motherfucker is fucking.
Nigga, I didn't know how big John Cena was until I actually seen him like outside the ring.
This nigga's fucking huge.
Like he might like height wise, he ain't bigger than The Rock, but like width, he might be bigger than The Rock, yo. Like that nigga's fucking huge.
Yeah.
But shout out to everybody in that movie. Shout out to that movie. When it's Fast, 9, 8?
I'm pretty sure it's 9.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's 9 is coming. I think.
I don't know, but if they incorporate Kevin Hart in that shit, replacing Tyrese, I swear for Lord, I'm throwing out every Fast DVD
that shit might come. That shit might come.
I'm throwing out every Fast DVD I got. I'm not watching that shit when it comes. I'm not watching Tokyo Drift no more. I'm not watching shit with Ja Rule no more. Monica. I can't do this shit. I can't. No. I don't need Kevin Hart to know.
Yeah, you do.
No.
You can be like, vroom, vroom. I mean, Mom Sky. Vroom, vroom.
So, next thing that we have to review is Amazon's The Boys.
I did not see that.
Oh, no.
You didn't see none of them?
No,
any of it?
Chance to.
Oh, my Jesus.
Nigga, you should watch that shit.
Did you see all of them?
Yeah, I watched it.
Nigga.
Yo.
So, Will.
Will, Eddie.
This
it's a spoiler, Eddie.
This might be one of my favorite shows in like the last 5 years. Because
that shit's really good.
Everything I wanted in a superhero drama. Where it's like, you got Marvel's more PG. You got DC, who's like PG-13. Teeters on like the rated R. This shit is NC-17 XXX. Whatever the fuck you want to call it, man. It's like just the dopest shit I could think of. It was like, yo, the Marvel is too like polished and clean. It's like, oh, these niggas don't do shit but fight crimes and go home and live happy lives ever after. Like, no, these niggas go home and argue. They kill niggas on accident. Like real shit happens in the world. It's like everybody, like all the superheroes are assholes. And I expect them to be with that much power where it's like, yo. And then I was reading something. And basically all the superheroes that are in this shit are like copies of like other superheroes. So like the Superman guy is this dude named Homelander. And Homelander, like they cut this scene from like episode 2 or something like that, where it's like he basically does everything that Superman does. He can laser beam, he's super strong, he can fly, all that other bullshit. And then there was a scene that they cut where he was standing outside of I guess they're like Justice League Tower, or like they're like Stark Tower or whatever. Yeah. He was standing on like a gargoyle and he was like jacking off.
What the fuck?
And he was like, I can do whatever I want. And then he splag it on all of New York City. Dog, shit like that happens in this shit where it's like, yo, people have sex and kill people. Yeah. People kill people in the most vile ways. They use babies to laser beam niggas' eyes off.
That shit was amazing. I was rolling.
Like this whole series is like this is what would really happen if superheroes were real. And there's not really super villains. They're just niggas doing crime. It's like regular niggas. They don't really develop like a Joker type or like a bad motherfucker like
well,
that.
Not yet. I mean, that's what the storyline
is leading up to.
Led towards like the end of it. Yeah. So basically there's like this drug called Compound V, and it juices up the superheroes, but it's also what gives, so they feed it to kids, and some of them develop superpowers. So basically
it's basically like a cork.
Yeah.
Kind of. It was like, yo, if you give it to the child and he react to it, oh, that nigga got powers. If you don't, it's just like, you just got some blue shit in you, nigga.
Yeah, activate the powers and shit.
Yeah.
This shit is dope. Fucking this chick was fucking getting her pussy ate and fucking squashed this nigga head. I was dying, nigga.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, me too. I knew it was, but she was like, crunch. I was like, oh shit. And they showed that shit. Just thinking fucking whole shit collapsed on itself.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Like, it centers around, I guess, like these renegade
CIA agents, I guess. They were ex-CIA.
Yeah, I like ex-CIA agents or whatever. And they like, I guess they specialize in like dealing with superheroes or like the supernatural or whatever. So one dude, I guess they all like left the CIA and now they're going around trying to figure out how to kill like the superheroes and shit like that. So they killed one of them. Like they because he has skin made of like diamonds and shit, right? Like he has really hard skin. So they was watching something on TV. They was like, how the fuck do we kill this nigga? They was like, oh, everything's not diamond on him. So they knocked his ass out and put explosive in his asshole, and then they blew him up.
Boofed the dynamite in his asshole.
Boofed the dynamite. Like I was talking about,
put ketchup on it. That's what Tax had to do. I don't know, nigga. I'm just telling you what Tax said. I ain't never did it before. I ain't never been in jail, nigga. So I ain't never.
And then, you know, and I guess they got a justice. He
said it. I heard the nigga say it from his.
They got a Justice League called the Seven, right? So they got a fake Batman. No, they got a fake Superman, a fake Wonder Woman, a fake Aquaman. They got I don't know what Black Noir is. What
I guess he'd be Batman, kinda,
but he don't really talk. He don't
do shit. He just be chilling.
Not saying shit. They got a fake Flash. And
then they got the new chick.
Yeah, new chick named Starlight.
And
like I guess
nigga.
One of them retires, and like I guess they got to fill like this slot, and I guess she got the job. And one of her first duties was sucking off the fake Aquaman.
That was not her duty.
It wasn't her duty, but he was gonna get her kicked out of the Seven if she didn't.
Weinsteined the shit out of her. He's like, look, if you want to stay on this team,
you gotta suck this dick. You gotta suck this fish dick.
You gotta hit the Kanye on it.
I love fish sticks. I love
fish sticks in my mouth.
In my mouth all the time. I love fish sticks.
Yeah, so unfortunately she did it.
She did it.
That's the kind of show this is. Like,
yeah, wild shit. It gets not as dark as the comic, but it gets dark pretty quickly. Where it's like, it was a episode where like this whole thing is based around money. Like being a superhero is like an occupation. It's not like you're like freelancing and saving who you want and you hear this and go there. It was like, no, these niggas have signed up to be in like a fucking record contract. It was like, yo, you do this, you appear here, you say this, you save these people. If you save these people, it gives us a bump on social media. You see spikes in this analytic and whatever the fuck. And they was supposed to stop this hijacking on a plane.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
And they get on the plane. And Homelander and the fake Wonder Woman, I think her name was Queen Maeve or some shit.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
So they get on a plane, they kill the terrorists or whatever, and they go find another terrorist in the cockpit, and they fuck around and kill him, and then they fuck around and like slice the board of like how you fly the plane and shit. And they just more so lead them niggas on the plane and say, "Yep, we can't do shit."
Yeah,
like fuck them.
Because like the terrorists killed both the pilots. Mm-hmm. And then when he went to go kill the terrorist, he like laser beamed the nigga, but then he also hit the console. So the Maeve was like, yo, just hop out front of that shit and then stop it. He's like, I could do that, but it might not work. The plane will flip over or whatever, or I'm going to crash or at going this speed, I'm going to end up flying right through it.
Push the plane up. It was like, yo, what am I going to use to sustain myself? It's air out there. I can't push myself on them. It's like, it's nothing like, you know, the DC Superman was like, oh, a plane's falling. I'm gonna push it up. It was like, no, nigga, there's real like physics involved. Like, I can't do that shit. Plane going to crack at half. I'm going to get fucked up.
You gonna get fucked up. So he's like, deuces. He just left all the niggas.
Left a plane of 123 people on the plane, just left them niggas and then gave a speech. It was like, so sad that we lost all those people.
Because they were trying to get defense contracts to like work with the government and shit. So
they don't let superheroes into the military, and they're trying to get that contract as to where they're trying to get into the military so they can fight overseas and fight all these wars. It's like, it was much easier when you got a nigga that's superpower. Yeah.
So like their initial plan was to actually stop the terrorists and land the plane on that shit, but because they did that, he's like, yeah, y'all gonna die, bye. And left the niggas, and then fake speech like, oh, if only we were working with the government, we got the call so late, we couldn't get there, and look, all these people died. So basically, he flipped it to try to make it so they could get the contract and shit.
And basically, the main characters, what they try to do is they try to, I guess, expose the shit of these superheroes because they know they're full of shit and they bad people. So that's why they killed one. They trying to not frame one. They trying to get one indicted on this crime and shit. Because when he killed this nigga girlfriend in the first episode, he was hyped up on that Jew shit.
Yeah, he was on that Roy.
And you know, they blackmailing people because it's this gay superhero club and shit that niggas go to and do that wild shit. Woo woo.
Woo woo. No, they wasn't all gay. He just happened to be gay. The club, it was just a sex club. It was just superhero sex club. So they can be deprived in their own private life.
You could do your own little nasty little shit.
Yeah, but the thing with the gay dude is like he's a super religious. Like,
yeah, he's a priest or whatever. And, so, you know, and he's like you got to pray the gay away.
Exactly.
Type of thing, where it's like, oh, gay is a sin. You got to live by the Bible Belt and premarital sex and yada yada. It was like, yo,
but you know, in the club, he fucking taking them all.
It was like, yo, you was getting yapped off by somebody, then you stretched it. Like he's a Mr. Fantastic ass nigga. So it's like he's getting yapped off, and then he stretches under a table to two other niggas, start kissing them. It was like, yo,
wow,
these niggas is ill. These niggas, like, yo, this is some shit that would really happen if niggas had superpowers. It was like, yo, I'm scared to come out the closet, but I'm gonna be a Bible thumper.
And then Ant-Man dived into some chick's pussy.
Like, yo, he like got a running start and dove in his chick choach. I was like, yo, and then I was thinking like, yo, if I could do that, would I do that? Probably not.
Nah, I don't want to see that.
I don't think
but it's like punch back of the clitoris.
It's like, what does that do for you? What does that do for you?
It don't do nothing for me. But it's like, yo. Matter of fact, I don't know what I would do. Honestly,
you know, you're right.
You probably do that.
You probably do it for the experience.
Yes,
right. You do it.
One time when I used to be the man back in the day. I could shrink this small, right?
Right in this bitch pussy.
Yo, swan diving that coochie.
Yeah.
But
box the bus, box the box. That's what I was.
Box the box,
box the box,
box the box.
But nah, this is one of my favorite shows that I've seen in a while.
Yeah,
like,
it's really good.
This show is really, really, really
super
good.
violent.
It's super violent. It doesn't hold any punches. Like if it got as dark as the comics, I don't know if they could actually show it.
Yeah, I don't think they could do it
because it's a Somebody sent me a strip where it was like Homelander and A-Train was trying to get Starlight to suck they dick because she did it to the deep. So it was like, yo, and like Homelander standing there and the superhero still like, I am waiting for you to suck my dick. And then A-Train comes out of nowhere. Can't nobody stop the A-Train, baby. I was like, man, Y'all don't get these crazy niggas out of here, man. But yo, it's real life superhero shows. Like yo, if there were superheroes and there was an underworld in 2019, what the fuck would they be doing? They be doing government cover ups. They be nasty, vile, disgusting, evil niggas. Like it's just dope, man. I'm surprised you didn't watch it.
Yeah, I know. You'd really like it. Yeah. Shout out to Deep for trying to help all the aquatic life he can, but it always ends horribly.
Yeah,
he tried to save a dolphin. This nigga was getting chased by the cops. Fucking hit the brakes. The dolphin was in the back of the truck. This shit flew straight through the fucking windshield. Slow motion. Looked at that nigga. Fucking flip rolled. Truck came, ran it over.
Nah, but he's about to do some nasty shit to that dolphin though.
Oh yeah, the dolphin was talking to that nigga nasty.
Dolphin was talking to him.
He was like,
I don't know what they was talking about.
Because he couldn't hear the dolphin's part, but the way he was answering was like,
he was like, yo,
talk about that right now.
If I touch it, will you shut up?
Yeah,
like, and then the dolphin got
put it in his hole.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck they was talking about. But then it was like the cops was.
Yeah.
Both of you niggas.
That's what's going on.
But the cops came and then like I guess that
was the flipper noise.
So 1 out of 10, I get a show. I quit. I get a show at 9.5.
Yeah, me too.
I love this show. I'm probably gonna rewatch it. I don't know if it got renewed for a second season, but if it,
I think it did, but don't quote me.
If it did, I am on it, nigga. I love this fucking show. Oh, I can't wait to see what happens. And it kind of intrigued me to the point where I want to read the comics, but I don't know where to get them because I haven't seen them when I look for them. I don't know if this is like an old comic that I gotta order online.
I don't know. It's not on Comixology.
I haven't looked. I like to actually
buy a physical.
Get the book.
This nigga did not have to do that.
and his name was the Deep.
The Deep. The Deep. Never mind.
Yo, turn it off.
Why?
I love fish sticks.
Fish sticks in my mouth.
Why we like this?
Why y'all like this? I try to bring some type of fucking balance to
nigga, you spent like fucking a whole half an hour laughing at T-Rail Tackle the other day, right?
It ain't got nothing to do with fucking dolphins.
Fucking dolphins or fucking dolphins? Both.
All right, so what do you?
I give it a 9.
Okay.
That shit sound like it was a pain.
Never mind.
Where?
He gave it a 9 too.
You gave it a what?
Nothing.
Gave it a rod.
Nothing.
I heard you. Stupid motherfucker. Yo, Bobby, do me a favor. Yo, pass me that cognac, please.
Oh, me too, please.
Pass me the yak. No, you're going somewhere to get drunker.
I'm not even drunk. I had like
you're
a little
going somewhere
bit.
to get drunkerer. Yo, leave me alone.
I think it's a brown liquor. Every time we have brown liquor, this shit goes
no.
left.
It's Hesh. Hesh don't need liquor. Hesh had water last episode. He was still fucking stupid.
I'm just coming next week and not say shit. Watch.
And please don't. So, on the topics, right? So, I don't know if anyone's seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's on my list.
But Shannon Lee isn't happy with Quentin Tarantino's portrayal of Bruce Lee. Shannon Lee is Bruce Lee's daughter, and she don't like how this white motherfucker portrayed her father as this egotistical, I guess, what's the other word I'm looking for? Egotistical, I guess, like pompous person. A quote says, "It was very uncomfortable to sit in the theater and listen to people laugh at my father." Now, I don't think Quentin Tarantino intentionally did that.
Yeah,
I don't think that Quentin Tarantino disrespects legends like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me neither.
I think it was just
something for comedic effect.
I mean, and then, Quentin Tarantino didn't know Bruce Lee, and all the stories I've heard about Bruce Lee, he's never been described as arrogant, egotistical, anything like that. So I guess it was just like a portrayal in the movie, I guess, to keep the plot line going, because I guess Brad Pitt beats up Bruce Lee in the movie.
Yeah.
So it's like something to go along with the plot point where it's like, oh, you come in here with all this martial arts shit, but you let this white man from Spokane, Washington beat your ass and shit. But, I don't think Quentin Tarantino meant anything bad by it, but I'm not Shannon Lee. I don't really have an opinion on this shit. I can't really, give my thoughts on how you should feel.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like if it was your dad,
if it was my dad
in the movie, and then you saw people who died in a fucked up way.
Yeah, you can't tell someone how to feel
about some shit like that. I can't really knock her for feeling a way, but I don't think it was an intentional thing.
Yeah, I don't think it was an intentional thing. But do you think do they before they actually put someone like that in the movies? Don't they have to go over that with the family before they actually do shit like that?
I think it depends on the capacity of the film. Like if it was like a biopic, maybe. But if it's just a movie where a character shows up,
it's Bruce. Like all that bullshit that you get, like all that litigation shit was like, no, his name is like Brian Long or some shit. Like like nigga, this is Bruce Lee. Man. It's not fucking playing, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think that stuff. I really do think maybe if it's something where you're like detailing that person's life, then maybe they would probably want to go through the family. But if it's just a character that shows up in like a scene, it's
you're
not gonna really bother.
It's a fucking timepiece. So it's all right. So you want to throw somebody in there? You throw Bruce Lee in there. It's for the scene. It's for the movie. I get it. How they portrayed him, still fucked up, but I thought it was cool. But obviously, the Shannon wasn't cool. I don't want y'all portraying my father like that. It's not gonna taint his legacy. It's not an accurate portrayal of Bruce Lee, but it's like I don't want to tell her lighten up, but it's like, come on, it's not. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but again, and I haven't seen it, so I don't even know how bad.
To be fair, there's been way more portrayals of Bruce Lee than this.
Yo, every video game has a
Street Fighter,
every video game has a Bruce Lee character. Yeah. Like they reference Bruce Lee in mad cartoons. Fucking Ninja Turtles had a Bruce Lee lookalike. His name was Han or some shit.
Yeah, and when he goes to wow, that's Bruce Lee. All that
Tekken. And all that Bruce shit. Lee. That's all Bruce Lee. Like, yo, where the mannerisms and all that fish shit come from, all that fast kicking and punching shit, and that the fucking haircut, like the face structure. You know where all that shit come from. But do you have to okay that with the family? I think you should.
It'd be nice, but
I mean,
I don't know if you actually have to legally.
They can actually sue. I would hope so. Where it's I don't know. Yo, y'all keep portraying my father in this, or y'all keep using my father's likeness. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know the legalese behind that. So I don't know
what kind of deal they have with people. But if you don't want niggas to use your father's likeness anymore, then I guess you should do something about it. I don't know, but I love Bruce Lee.
Yeah, but so again, if it's, I don't know, was it actually
one
Bruce
of my
Lee?
idols and shit?
Was that dude actually being Bruce Lee, or was he just his name was Bruce Lee?
I think it was Bruce Lee.
So maybe there's some precedent there if it's actually that character, but if it's a lookalike, then maybe they can get away with it. But I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I don't know how bad it is or how.
Heard it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Heard it takes a little long to pick up, but heard it's a good movie.
Yeah, that happens with Tarantino movies sometimes.
I love Tarantino movies, but
he's dialogue heavy, so sometimes.
So you gotta. I just want to know how many times he said nigger in that shit.
Who, Tarantino?
Yeah,
all the time.
Tarantino has a nigger in every movie. Damn
because he. Never mind. I'm not. We're not gonna talk about.
He secretly hates. Well, not hates.
I don't know. Hate. He just
uses his.
He just wants to say it, and he uses.
Yeah, it's like he gives this.
He uses the writing because he writes his films.
Creative. What's it? Creative licensing to
just to say nigga.
It's a timepiece. It's the 60s or the 50s or whatever. They said that back. No, nigga, stop.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out to Tarantino.
But let's see. Jim Carrey has responded to the Sonic backlash. Quote, ownership of anything is going out the window for all of us.
He's very cryptic. Basically what he means is what you were saying. Like, these motherfuckers are pussy for changing shit.
Yeah.
That's basically what he meant. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence. I understand what he's saying, but at the same time, like if you're fucking up somebody's childhood, like with some off the wall shit, because this shit did look like trash.
It did.
This shit was on the road of being like the worst video game adaptation.
Still probably gonna be.
No,
it's just gonna not look as bad.
But ever since I guess the boom of, I want to say like
social media.
No, not social media, but like the superhero craze and shit. Like everyone's looking for that next
that universe.
Like that next hit, like some shit y'all didn't see coming, and we just gonna put it out there. And if it hit, then we're fucking billionaires. If it don't, we just wasted $100-200 million something dollars on some bullshit. Like everybody's looking for like that thing, that fucking needle in a haystack shit. But then when the public sees it and you get that backlash, it's like, all right, we took a chance on the wrong thing. Y'all, like, they never take a chance on the wrong thing. They just picking that shit. They just pointing that shit and say, yo, let's do this. Let's acquire this. Let's do this with that and see what the fuck happens. But it's never good that anything good that comes from it.
Yeah.
I don't.
And it ain't like people are coming after Jim Carrey for that shit. Jim Carrey does what Jim Carrey does. If you get Jim Carrey, that's what you're gonna get.
Nigga, you hired me to do one thing. Right? I am Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah, I ain't seen nobody complain about Jim Carrey.
Because you can't go wrong with Jim Carrey. I know if Jim Carrey's in something, he's in there for a reason. I've never seen Jim Carrey like absolutely fail at a role.
Yeah,
where it's like, he just didn't embody shit that has to do with his role. Like, has Jim Carrey ever done a serious role?
Yeah, all the time.
13. Was it 13?
What's the 13?
The Andy Kaufman shit he did. Fucking
Andy Kaufman. It was
Andy Kaufman. He was a comedian though.
But
but it was
movie
serious.
serious.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, because he got cancer.
And then what's the
movie 13? I think it was called 13.
Oh, with the
like he kept
numbers and
seeing
shit.
numbers and shit.
Yeah.
It was more like a thriller.
That one, and then fucking Eternal what the fuck?
What happened?
Eternal. Fuck, I remember. It's Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. I think that's what it is.
Damn, that's a long ass
Yeah,
shit.
that's why my brain. Yeah, that, and then fucking
Sound
the
like a
Truman
dope-ass
Show.
book.
Yeah,
Truman Show was pretty serious.
goofy.
Truman Show
it's
was
like-
not serious at all.
But it was at
All right,
the
maybe
end.
not.
It was at the end.
Truman Show was not serious.
It was at the end when he was getting hit with them tidal waves. He was like, ah.
At a point,
There was some serious.
No,
In case I don't see you,
it was
good
a
afternoon, good
comedic
evening,
movie
good
with
night.
serious points. Every comedic movie has serious points where it's like, all right, we gotta
I
buckle
was crying
down.
that movie.
I will take Truman. You take Truman Show out of
You
there.
almost cried at Truman.
Hell yeah! When he got out, he was like, Truman. He's like, in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, tonight. Wow, and then just got out, and his bitch was like, yeah!
Like, oh my God, he's seeing the real world now.
I almost cried. It's the music. It's the music.
But yeah, no, he has some serious ones.
Yeah, they put the fucking Hulk music in it.
Yeah,
But I'm still not on board with this movie. Whatever happens. You know,
I mean, I'm gonna watch it. But
I'm leaning more and more towards watching it just for the train wreck, but I don't want to fuck up my childhood like that. I really don't.
I mean,
but
gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
all right, so speaking of video games, let's see. PlayStation 4 reaches 100 million units sold. God damn.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is a lot of fucking units.
It is.
Sony revealed the console is the fastest to reach this milestone, and digital PS4 sales have overtaken physical. Ooh.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it does. Because
Everybody moving to digital.
their marketing thing is crazy. You ever been in the PlayStation store? Like they have everything sale, and then they have this sale, and they have.
I'm telling you, yo, y'all niggas gonna get enough of this digital shit, yo. I'm
For
telling you,
real.
man. Like I never want to go completely digital with any fucking thing. I want to
Yeah, I don't
physically own something because, yo,
Sucks to be you because it's gonna happen, nigga.
Yeah, it is. It's unfortunate.
They're gonna keep some things around. I don't think they're going completely like 100%. It might be like 90% digital, but I don't cut. Yo, if something goes down, because more than half of these games now, you got to play while you're online. You have to have some type of internet connection, whether it be fucking Ethernet or like a wireless cable, right? You have to be online. If you do not have the disc, you're shit out of luck if this shit is digital. Then if something happens to happen to that network, be it if you're talking about music, if you're talking about video games, if you're talking about software or something, if you do not own the physical of this shit and it goes down, you don't own this shit. So it's lost. It's gone. If something happens with, because wasn't it like 4 or 5 years ago when somebody hacked like the PlayStation servers or some shit and they was doing mad shit and shit was like down on Christmas and
They was down for mad long.
all this other shit was like, yo, if somebody happens to get into that fucking server and wipe shit, like, yo, if they start losing like usernames and shit like that, games, all that shit is gone. You don't own any of that shit, and they're not gonna refund you nothing.
That's one thing I don't like about PlayStation because they always get hacked on some shit.
They're
It's
not-
always shut down for like a month.
And they got their money, so they don't give a fuck about how you can call, complain, email, whatever the fuck. They don't care.
The inevitable future.
You don't own this shit.
Bootleg's coming back.
Yo,
They gonna end up bootlegging these digital games.
yeah, but sometimes you know they encrypt all the fucking what's the name? Then you have to buy additional hardware to put on this shit to block the shit and do this shit.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be something like that.
But
coming back.
it don't make sense. Just keep some ship a certain amount. If it sell out, cool.
Yeah, you're right.
It's on digital online. That's where 75% of your sales are, cool. Ship a certain amount. Digital is like theirs. You're never gonna go out of stock.
Yeah, I just think that the pre-sales be low.
I mean, we don't know what the game is, or we're not sure of the previous titles. Like, why the fuck am I gonna pre-order?
Yeah,
this?
because with digital is like if you're gonna pre-order something, you have to like
pay
the full
right
price
then.
of the game.
Like if you go to GameStop, you just put $5 down and you good.
and you can decide whether or not
You
you
like,
want the
nah, I
game.
don't want this shit. I heard it like fucking Fallout. I did that shit with me. If I'd have bought Fallout, I'd have been fucking pissed.
Yo, they giving that shit away. I bought this mic. I bought this Yeti mic. They gave that shit away for like $5.
It's like, please take this one.
They just gave it away. It was funny because they had a Yeti mic by itself. That shit was like $120. But then they had a Yeti mic with Fallout 76 in it. That shit was $100. I was like, damn, they just giving this shit away.
Yeah, like that shit was trid to death. When I got it from Redbox, I was like, yo, I'm glad I didn't buy this shit. I went back to GameStop, give me my $5 back, nigga. I don't want this garbage.
I got $5 on
Shit,
it.
I'm not playing this shit. And then I played. I was like, yo, this shit boring because I don't know nobody else that's playing it.
Yeah, there's nobody else playing it.
I was like, I just wasn't. I mean, what the fuck am I gonna do? But shout out to PlayStation.
Put cocaine on it.
When that play,
Put cocaine.
what are you talking about?
You said what else you gonna do with it?
Oh, with the tray, use it.
Yeah, just use it, line it up.
Light it up.
Yeah, where my cookies at?
You sick nigga. I had every intention of bringing them shits to him, forgot them shits. But that PlayStation 5 gonna be something, man.
Yep.
I might have to get that shit like first day.
Yep.
It all depends on what titles are dropping with it though. Like if it's some garbage, I don't think
It's probably
what is dropping the first day?
They don't know. We don't stay and say yet. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out
E3 next year probably or around that time.
Yeah.
Wait, when?
Or maybe a little sooner. It's coming because it's supposed to come out fall. So it's probably
next
fall. Yeah, like October.
Oh,
so.
when did The Last of Us 2 come out?
Last of Us
this year
2?
or next year?
This year. No, it came out already, didn't it?
No, it's not out yet.
No.
It's not?
Last of Us 2.
I don't know. I don't think they have a release date yet. I think it's supposed to come out this year, but don't quote me. I think.
Didn't they show that E3 last year?
They showed like a little.
They showed at least 10 minutes
trailer.
of gameplay.
No,
they showed.
they did show.
They showed like 10 minutes of gameplay last year.
That's right. When she
we was in here watching it.
When she shanked that nigga.
Shoot niggas with bone arrows
and everything. Yeah,
it was wild shit. But if that's a PlayStation 5 day,
it might be like
day of.
Yeah, that's just on the fence. So I don't know if it's gonna. It might be. They might do like.
I might be with it.
It might be both. It might be like 4 and 5 type of thing. They wouldn't one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sean Paul.
So Super Mario Maker 2 has sold 2.42 million in 3 days.
Yeah,
goddamn.
Now I tried to tell these niggas, yeah, we should play this shit on some No Smoke Friday shit. I'm like, yeah, don't play Mario.
I don't play Mario.
I don't fuck with Mario. Who gives a fuck? It's one of the top selling games on Switch. Everybody loves fucking Mario and Mario Maker specifically. Okay. You don't fuck with Mario?
I mean, I like Mario and I'll play it.
How don't you fuck with Mario?
Like, I like Mario, but I was like, it's not like, oh, I gotta play Mario.
Nah, Mario ain't fucking Kingdom Hearts or nothing.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, it's Mario. Though.
Yeah,
like,
I played Mario before in my youth, them.
How you don't fuck with Mario? Like, yo, have you played Super Mario Maker 1?
No. Cause I ain't making shit. I ain't creative.
You don't have. That's not the basis of the game.
Oh, it's not. I thought you had to make shit.
You have the option to make. Okay, so you have the option to play levels that people have created. There's a story mode. You can make your own levels. You can have like. If you niggas have Super Mario Maker 2, send us your levels that you make. We will play them for No Smoke Friday. Fuck Hesh. We will play them. All right. They're not that.
Fuck I do.
You just, I don't play Mario. I play Mario, but I don't play Mario.
Yeah.
So send us your levels, email, DM, hashtag Super Mario Maker 2 3MP or SMM2 3MP. I don't know. Just send us some shit. So Super Mario Maker 2, I have it. Dope game. Story mode is really easy. It's you know how you play like the regular Mario and they got like the obvious shit, the traps you gotta jump over. They make it so it's like you gotta think. Like it's like a real thinking man's game where it's like they got the upside down worlds. They got they included shit from all the way from Mario 1 to I think what's the Super Mario World Wii U. I think that's the last one that came out. That's the one that they like. It's shit from every fucking Mario. Okay. So it's like it's just dope how you can incorporate all that shit and just have it in one little tiny fucking cartridge.
That's what's up.
But I want to play it. Send us your levels, and we will play them.
Yes, I will play them.
Let's see. Modern Warfare multiplayer will support crossplay. That's big.
Finally.
Oh shit,
that's big.
Is that only on consoles or is it PC too? Yeah. It's all of it?
I don't know.
Oh. Nah, just because I know it's...
Crossplay in general is like...
a big deal.
Yeah.
But it's the future we moving to. And they should just do it and it makes sense. And
what was the reason that they didn't do it before?
Because
competitive.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the reason they're doing it now?
Because niggas been complaining and they want it.
I mean, we was complaining before. Now is there more motherfuckers complaining?
I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be some way to make money off of it, which is my thought. They'll charge you for the option or some shit like that.
I don't know.
Which is probably what they'll do. Like, oh, if you give us $2 and now you can play crossplay, or $5 probably more likely.
I mean,
they probably would do that, and then people would do it.
So I mean, for me, that's never been like a common sense thing. Like, why would Xbox players be able to play with PlayStation players? Like, I get Xbox to PC or PlayStation to PC, but I never got the Xbox to PlayStation shit. Like, why that's the whole point of buying a specific console, being able to play with certain players or play
Yeah,
certain
but if you got
games.
friends who have PlayStations and
Get
don't
a
have
fucking Xbox then.
All right, fine.
I think PC would be like
PC. I get.
you can keep it separate because you know the mouse.
I
Is
mean, that's
like,
yeah, way easier.
that shit is
way like
way
more
too
accurate.
easy.
Yeah,
that shit's way too easy.
But
well, it's
are we
more
doing
accurate.
all include? We can't exclude PC.
well, you can, but you gotta have a fucking controller.
exclude
Maybe
themselves.
do some shit like Fortnite
You're
does.
right. I mean, you can, but it's like
Just do some shit like Fortnite does.
You have to like have a controller to
Yeah.
play and shit.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
that
you
mouse
do that.
shit.
yeah, that might make it too
Cheesy.
easy.
Yeah, you
That
like
shit
bang,
is
bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
John Wick, every fucking thing.
I want it though. I'm getting it.
I mean, it's cool. I don't play Call of Duty no more, so it's not like the biggest deal to me. But for the youngins,
But this one,
Yeah, Modern
this
Warfare.
this one is stretching shit.
is it?
This shit's to the point where they're thinking about banning it in certain countries.
A word they're doing?
Yeah, like
doing no Russian?
Remember
Like
we was
China
talking,
and Russia?
remember we was talking about like you know they got you shooting kids, got you
No,
shooting kids and women in this shit.
I don't think we talked.
Oh.
Yeah, we did. Yes, we did.
I vaguely remember
My
something
brain
about
don't
that.
It was like
but-
really brief, but they got you like you don't know who's the enemy.
Oh yeah,
So it'll be
we
like a
did talk
female.
about this. Yeah, like it
then
could
if
be
you
a
put out
kamikaze
guns-
kid. Where
Yeah,
like,
yeah. They had that in there.
Alhamdulillah, boom. Praise to Allah, 100 versions, boom. Like,
Okay.
I'm fucking shooting this kid.
Okay, but when I talk about dolphins as bad or little people and shit, but you can fucking say some anti-Islamic shit.
I am not killing myself over 100 verses. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Give me one good freak. I'll make it work.
yo, I've been saying that since I was like
Shit.
11, and I didn't even have sex. With. I was why would you want 100 virgins?
Yeah, you gotta take it easy with all of them.
I want one nasty bitch.
Right? One nasty
Just
mother.
One
nasty-
big old freak.
Just let me
big
do
old
whatever
freak.
to you.
Big
old freak.
Big old freak.
Big old, you got that,
like-
you got that song?
Like, huh? Do I have it? I can get it. No, but like honestly, like, have you ever had sex with a virgin and how horrible that shit
That got to
was?
be the intro song.
Big old freak. Big old freak.
So they gonna top no Russian then because
Nah, but have you ever had sex with a virgin? That shit is
I
not
turned
that
it
good.
down. I turned it down.
That shit is not good the first time.
Now it was this one chick. I was 20, and she was like, "Big old freak, big old freak."
Make a way for the pussy. Hit it in these big old ski. Feet on the bed. I fuck him up in the head. Suck it, then look in his eyes.
Oh.
Next day I might leave him on red.
That's
You want a
what I
virgin? Fuck, I want a virgin for. Give me a fucking stallion, nigga.
get you a stallion.
Give me a fucking stallion, motherfucker.
Get you an iron need, bitch.
Yo, nigga, what? Bitch need knee
Iron
insurance.
With him on the low.
Oh man, yeah, but I turned on a virgin before.
She gonna play with that thing in a car.
Yep.
Swerving and breaking the law. At least we don't send it so nobody saw. Nobody creep like me. Get what you need like me.
Hey,
Ain't nobody got a funny tip toes and roll to the tip like me.
hey, bitch.
I got him with me. He
This beat is mad creative.
begging me for the treat, begging me. He throw a fit when I leave.
Hell yeah, bitch. I want that pussy. Shout out to Meg Thee Stallion, man.
Yeah.
We fucking comic book podcast. You know, play Meg Thee Stallion on their podcast. But yeah, I don't want no virgins, man.
Yeah, well, I want that. Turn it down.
I
Wasn't feeling
mean,
it.
I get it. I understand why. You know.
I think it's just a purity thing. For them.
Purity?
I think for them, that's what it is.
Because you gotta take your time with it. Like you can't. It's not like you can just
go in there, go crazy. You can't.
Yeah, I think
Like,
just
it's-
it's a purity thing. Like, yeah, if I get them, they're pure, sent from the heavens of God. They have not been defiled by the recesses of an evil
Send
man.
them bitches back. Give me the ones that have been cursed by hellfire.
Yeah.
Give me one of the hell bitches.
I want the hellfire pussy.
Yeah.
I want the fuego.
Yeah, blow your fire.
Give me that shit. Give me the hellfire. I want that. Give me the big old freak.
Big old freak.
Let's see. Fucking Meg Thee Stallion. So E3 accidentally docks 2,000 journalists, streamers, and YouTube creators. That's dope.
I don't know why that's dope, but
It's dope.
Because
have your personal information out there so niggas can just show up to your house and say, what up,
Phone address,
though?
all that.
I mean,
Call
in
you.
certain situations it's not, but for a lot of niggas that be talking shit and they hide behind this anonymity of shit, it was like, yo, I don't know what you look like, or you've been talking shit on this stream, or this journalist that said some bullshit about this. I want to confront you. I want to know where you live so I can write you. I want your phone number. I want to say something to you. Tired of you niggas hiding behind this fucking veil of like secrecy. Stop saying shit behind keyboards and all this bullshit. I want to know who the fuck you are now. For the innocent ones, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Now, I don't need nobody coming to my shit like, hey, I know where the fuck you live. I'm gonna do something to your mama and I'm gonna send you this and I'm gonna do this to you. I'm like, nah, that's kind of fucked up. But for the ones that be talking, I'm with it if you be talking shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that was the case because I think most of it's just journalists and fucking people who fucking attend the panel. Like, it wasn't like the attendees. It was like the people who were part of the shows and shit.
Journalists, streamers, and YouTube.
Yeah,
creators.
like people who fucking fuel the games industry.
There
like,
are some
the
YouTube
people-
creators who are assholes.
Probably.
Dickheads,
There are
yo.
streamers who are assholes.
Probably, but that's like life with people. Fucking some people assholes.
Yeah, but
some
don't
people
be a
ain't.
public figure and talking shit though.
Yeah.
Like,
Look who our president is.
They be
Don't say
talking
nothing to me, nigga.
I didn't vote for that nigga. I didn't do this shit. He the one to convince y'all motherfucker build a wall.
ain't no y'all here, nigga. I ain't vote for that nigga neither.
Word. But
Orange motherfucker. I ain't mean that on the Secret Service. I apologize.
fuck him.
No, I'm sorry.
Let's see. Kevin Conroy to play Bruce Wayne in Arrowverse crossover.
What took so long?
I don't know. Because I think he's gonna play an older Bruce Wayne. They're saying because they're doing a whole bunch of shit. They're having Brandon Routh reprise his Superman role.
Oh yeah, he playing Kingdom Come Superman.
Yeah, I don't know what version of Superman is going to
the
be
Kingdom
Superman.
Come.
Is and Black Lightning is going to be part of the crossover for once finally.
Oh snap!
Yeah, so
Letting the Black
because it's like it's doing a Crisis on Infinite Earth type of thing. So a whole bunch of shit's gonna happen, and probably Arrow's gonna probably die in it.
He's gonna die in it?
Yeah, because this is his last season.
This is last season, but he gotta die.
It is short. It is short seasons. Yeah,
bow out gracefully. You gotta die, nigga.
Merculate that nigga.
I mean, hey,
percolate and merculate, nigga.
All right, cool. Let's see. Deadpool 2 director David Leitch wants to direct Blade.
I'm with it. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Does it?
I don't know.
Well, Deadpool
Marvel, violence.
I mean, comical Deadpool and serious ass Blade.
Well,
just because he made it comedy to me, he can't be serious.
Yeah, from a director's standpoint, like you seen the fight scenes in it.
Yeah,
so, I can see that.
No, let's just get right.
Like the shit with the blades.
Yeah,
the beginning.
Yeah,
cutting up the Asian dudes.
Oh yeah, see shit like that. See,
he was actually a stunt performer in the original Wesley Snipes Blade.
Yeah. Oh, see, so he already know about blood.
No,
yo, every fucking say you say we gotta have this shit on this. We gotta have you customly write it.
I'm tired of trying to figure him out. So if he want a shirt made,
what you mean trying to figure me out?
I'm trying to figure out like all the sayings. Like, I gotta remember all them shits or like go back in episodes. Like, what the fuck did he say?
I don't know. I don't be saying that much stuff. I swear. You don't look at me like that, nigga.
Fuck you think you talking to?
I swear I just be in here just chilling.
Oh man, I wish you was in here chilling sometime.
All right.
And
all right, next week I'm coming. I ain't gonna say shit.
You a fucking lie.
I know.
And let's see. The Runaways and Cloak and Dagger will team up in a season 3 crossover episode. That's gonna be a lot of fucking powers. Now, is it just one episode?
So far, probably.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because we talked about that shit last when we were doing the Cloak and Dagger review. How they was hitting the bus and he's hitting the road and shit. Hitting that old town road and you're gonna go fucking get some horses in the back or something. But no, that makes sense.
No, I'm with it though. I want to see like that's kind of something I never imagined because they're not on the same network, so I don't know how that would
I don't know how that's gonna work.
So I don't know.
Either.
I don't know who gets the rights, and I don't know if it's was it Freeform?
Freeform is
Freeform or
Cloak and
Hulu.
Dagger.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know who gets what. I don't know if it's Freeform that gets it or Hulu that gets it. Is Freeform owned by Hulu?
I don't know. I mean, that's an ABC channel, and is ABC Disney? I think ABC is owned by Disney.
Disney
it must be. I think ABC is owned by Disney.
Disney owns the studio.
ABC is owned by Disney.
Oh, so that's
because that's where Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. first premiered when it was on TV. It was on ABC, and I think And I think Freeform used to be ABC, right? It used to be ABC Family or some shit like that. Was it Fox? I don't know. It don't matter. It's a crossover. I'm gonna watch it, and it makes sense because in the original Runaways comic, Cloak and Dagger do show up in like I don't know 3rd, 4th issue, some shit like that. They show up and interact with the team a little bit and shit. Might have been 6th. Anyway, they show up, so it makes sense. So there's like precedent for that in the actual comic books where they meet and team up a little bit. So it's cool, and I like both those shows. So
okay,
interesting to see.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so picks. What you got, Hesh?
This week, I will recommend a book by Brandon Sanderson called The Way of the Kings. It's like a high fantasy, not even a high fantasy. It's a fantasy book. I guess high fantasy is like dragons and hoes, but it is a fantasy. I think I don't know.
Dragons and hoes.
I said dragons and elves.
I thought you said dragons and hoes.
Dragons and hoes. Dragons and hoes.
Put that on the
have
shirt.
me my dragons and hoes.
But yeah, nah, it's a cool book. I like it. It's interesting.
Adam Warlock was never considered for Endgame.
Racist.
What?
Damn, what he said? R word.
R word.
Mike Coulter knew Luke Cage was coming to an end.
Of course he did.
Let's see. New Need for Speed game coming soon.
Need?
I have a need.
Doctor Who to stream exclusively on HBO Max.
Who too?
They got a VR game too.
They got a who?
VR game.
For Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Oh, word. You get to shoot chronicrons in the face or something? Use a cosmic screwdriver?
Cosmic.
That's what it's called, right? I think it's some shit like that, right? I never watched Doctor Who, but I know people really like it.
I tried to.
Yeah, it's mad British.
Yeah.
Which is actually, I don't have a problem with the British part. It's just weird because it's like every other day is a new nigga.
All right, Bobby, what's your pick?
Samuel Jackson's Masterclass.
Oh, you pay for that?
No, you don't pay for it. It's an online class.
Oh, it's free?
Well, they have a little bit of something.
The Oprah
on
shit?
YouTube. No.
The Oprah? Oh.
No, it's an acting seminar thing.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
does.
He just gives his opinion on like what to do when you're in the.
Just say motherfucker a lot.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't be Sam Jacking it. The next Jurassic World could be the end for the franchise.
It should be.
Oh, niggas wasn't fucking with Jurassic World too?
Nah, none of that.
Nah, not when they released that little nigga in the desert and they was just chilling. Like, nah, yeah, we cool.
Stallone says another Rocky movie is likely.
No.
Wait, Rocky?
Rocky? No.
Nigga too old.
No.
Who's gonna be his son?
Then if it's something like that, then yes.
His son.
Nah,
that's
his
weird. That's where his son's
His son is what's his face?
Me too, Villiamia.
Nigga, if it's his grandson, then he.
I can't say anything.
Me too.
Villiam, I don't know how you say Milo.
Mozzarella with cheese. I don't know.
Yeah, Villanova.
Hey.
Nah, but it can't be his grandson because they gonna have to age him like he got to be decrepit.
Yeah,
like in that shit.
Hey, you wanna fight?
Still got it, Junior. I'll kill you, old nigga.
Nah, it can't be that nigga actually fighting. It's got to be his grandson.
Just lightning and crap thunder.
You gotta, I don't know.
You gotta have an illegitimate kid that had another kid that's older now, like he didn't tell fucking Junior about.
Oh man,
like fucking Apollo.
Yeah, for real. Just just do that fucking recast. He grew 10 years in fucking 5 days. Look at this 19-year-old nigga swinging on niggas. I don't know.
I was watching Rocky 3 the other day, right? That shit's like really good.
Yeah, they all good.
Like the whole failed thing.
Dog, they all good until Rocky until Rocky 5. That's when they all go down.
You know what's fucked up about it? Like in Rocky 3, like Adrian was like the support. She was like, "What's wrong with you? Like you gonna do it?"
I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid. I got you. I got the kid.
I just don't want to. What are you putting me through, Adrian?
Yeah, that fucking lip. You put me through, Adrian.
That's what I got.
I thought I married a fighter. I'm afraid. Yo, Clever Lane beat the shit out that nigga.
Did he?
I told you. Take your woman. Hey, woman.
Yo.
Why don't you come over here? Leave that loser. Leave that gabagoo.
Man.
Shit with a real man like. Oh man!
Yo, you know what's fucked up in Rocky 4? Like Adrian was telling her he couldn't win. Where the support go?
My nigga, you wasn't supposed to be doing that shit.
That was
Just
fucked
stop,
up,
my
man.
nigga. And
So
then-
you can't win Rock. Damn, nigga.
Nah, because niggas looked at Apollo as like the toughest motherfucker ever. And it was like, all right, you be getting your ass whooped through all these movies. Then you got this steroid ass Russian, and then you expect to beat this motherfucker. Like, look at this nigga. He got at least like 5 inches of height on you. He way bigger than you. He killed Apollo in your face. And now you want to fight this nigga? It's like, I'm afraid. That nigga did it anyway. Shout out to Rock. Rocko.
Okay.
Shout out to Rocky. But my pick is Power of X. I've been up on them comic books there. I think they're coming out every Wednesday for like the next 8 weeks or something like that.
They like alternating titles, right?
Well, not 8 weeks. I think it's like 12 or 14 weeks or something like that. So yeah, so they are alternating. So next issue to come out is Power of X issue 2, then House of X 2, then Power of X 2, then so on and so forth. But them shits is good. If you haven't been up on X-Men before, and this is a good starting point. If you have been up on X-Men, like you either was watching the series or you was reading the comic books, whole new twist on the shit, blows your fucking mind. So pick it up at your local comic store and get in on this goodness. So what else? That's it?
I believe so.
No other bullshit coming out your mouth? You good? All right, cool.
Why is it me?
Why do you say the shit you say? Fuck you mean? Why? I ask myself that all the time. Like, why? Once it leaves your mouth, I'm like, why? Like, nothing in your brain just says, no, wait. Like, I can just hear it. Like, it's just in there. Just the vulgarity.
It just, I don't. I haven't said that in that long.
I haven't said it in a while. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, see?
It's been at least 30 some episodes.
I can grow.
No.
I can evolve as a person.
It'll be back.
It won't be.
All right.
I removed it from the vernacular. I haven't said that in a while.
Okay, cool.
On the show.
Yeah, we done.
Yeah.
All right, so Ninja Vanish. We out of here.
Those.
Yo!